lot of dollars are still alive, barely. But nonetheless, we have hit the final stage of NHL 23. That is right, we got our final event in Hockey Ultimate Team, and in this video, we are going to go over the final team build that I'm going to finish off the season with. If you guys are still watching this series in July, you are the real ones. I can't thank you guys enough for watching my content. So let's take a look at the final team. Now, we are going to make some changes in this video, but essentially after the last few events, I've made it well known that I'm only going to use players that I find to be, some of my favorites in the actual NHL. Meta be damned. However, there are a lot of good cards that fit both of those things. The Sundin from the Millennium event is going to be one of the best centers on my team for the rest of the year. I haven't even upgraded him to his 98 yet, and he has already been one of the best players that I've used all season long. 6'5", 231 with gold unstoppable force, you're just not really going to be able to beat that easily. On top of that, team of the season McDavid and team of the season McKinnon have both been fantastic. Since the last episode, I did do the trade-in for all of the Draft Gems Master Set players, and I got the 96 Tage Thompson. Not gonna lie, this card has been underwhelming just from watching around the community. He gets bumped off the puck so easily for someone that is 6'6", 220 without unstoppable force, but I think that has a lot to do with the fact that almost every defenseman in the game now has gold or silver truculence, and they're massive. But nonetheless, this is one of my favorite players in the real NHL. He is going to be on the team no matter what. We've also got the team of the season, Connor Bedard, who has been fine with unstoppable force on. And we've got to figure out what we're going to do with Yager. I really do think I'm going to trade him in for a 98, but we'll touch on that in just a few minutes. We've got Joe Sakic that I will continue to upgrade via power-up collectible. Anze Kopitar, even though he is a king, is still one of the more entertaining players in my opinion in the league. He's going to stay. Jarome Iginla, my favorite player outside of Patrick Marleau and some of the other Sharks. And then we've got the new Alex Tuch, as well as Leon Draisaitl from the Summer of Shell event. Both fantastic players. Personally, I love Alex Tuch from someone who's from Southern Ontario. Anyone who wants to play in Buffalo, they get bonus marks from me. And then obviously the 89 Millennium Joe Thornton for obvious reasons. On the back end, it has been a battle all season long for me to find defensemen that I like, that are also good at the game. Rob Blake, who I took in my free Hut Millennium pack that I was able to complete literally down to the wire on the last few minutes that I could actually do it. Chris Pronger's been fantastic as well. Then we've got Mark Stahl, who's been great, as well as Jeff Bukaboom. Both are players that I really don't care about. And then we've got Adam Foote, and Brian Campbell's getting replaced as well. We still do need to find a goaltender, but hey, you know what? I'll probably just buy one. That being said, let's go ahead and do some upgrades because there are some players that were on my team that are no longer there that we can cash in for some collectibles. Now, I do want to hyper focus on a card, so I think we're going to try and get Mats Sundin as high as I possibly can with those cards that I can trade in. So let's go get some Hut Millennium collectibles. So first up, it has been real Shea Weber. You are a hell of a card throughout the majority of the year. We thank you. Now, after buying some more 92s, we're gonna be able to cash these in for a ton of collectibles. Now, armed with a ton of collectibles, it is time to upgrade Mats Sundin, getting him as close to max as we can. And actually, we're able to just get Mats Sundin completed. That's huge because now we have a number 1 or number 2 center that I don't need to worry about, and he was one of my favorite players growing up. I have a few more leftover Hut Millennium collectibles, so we'll go ahead and throw those into Joe Thornton. Now, I also have some leftover Summer of Chell collectibles. I'm going to throw those into Alex Tuch because he's got the lower skating rating than Leon Draisaitl. So there we go. We get him up to his 87 overall. Now, the next player I really want to upgrade is Jarome Iginla. I've got about 200,000 in coins, so I'm going to go blow through all of my coins and get Jarome Iginla as high as I possibly can. All right, so we got a bunch of our Hut Millennium collectibles, so we're going to go ahead and upgrade Jarome Iginla as high as I possibly can. And just like that, Jarome Iginla is now up to a 91 overall. 92 speed, 92 acceleration, that'll do. Now, we are actually going to need another right-handed defenseman, and since I like the Toronto Maple Leafs, we're going to go with John Klingberg. There's many other better options in game, but like I said, we're done taking players because we need them to fit the meta. Now it is time to trade in a couple of goats from the team. That's right, it is time to move on from Jaromir Jagr and Jeff Bukaboom. Both were incredible cards, and to be honest, I think Jarome Iginla is probably just as good as Eric Staal, but it is simply time. So Eric Staal, welcome to the team. All right, so with the acquisition of Eric Staal, we're gonna move Tage Thompson over to the wing, And again, it's just because a lot of people in the community have said that he's gotten bumped off the puck easily. And I think that because he's got such a massive reach, I can really snipe far side shots with him effectively. So there we go. That's a pretty big upgrade, at least on offense. On defense, Adam Foote is moving up a line. And welcome to the team, John Klingberg. Now, I also have a few cards that are higher rated than 92 overall, so I don't want to waste them by throwing them into the Millennium event sets. So we're going to go and upgrade Alex Tuch and Draisaitl. So it's been real, Michael McLeod. You served your purpose, as well as Keith Tkachuk. All right, with that all said and done, let's go ahead and upgrade Alex Tuch. So Alex Tuch shoots up to a 91 overall. And we get Unstoppable Force as well, so we can go ahead and upgrade that if we want to use an ability on him. But here is the squad. Again, dropped almost all of my coins, but this is who we're basically running with until the end of the game. I'm going to continue playing my Hut Champs runs, and if there's any cool new Summer of Chell Master Set players, I'll probably throw them in, as we definitely want 2 more left-handed defensemen. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below, guys. I'll be back with next week's Hut Champs run. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.